Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I got in a multi-tool to take a look at. This one's coming from Flissa and it's their 15-in-1 model. I am a huge fan of multi-tools. I probably have close to 20 of them. I carry one on me practically every single day. I have multiple tool bags and I keep them in each of those bags. I have multiple tackle boxes for fishing and I keep them in each of those. We have a couple vehicles. I keep one in each of them. I got a big 12 drawer tool chest out in the garage. Keep one in there. I keep one on my workbench down in the basement. I have one in my camping tote and then several spares. These are obviously useful, if you are fishing, camping, maybe hiking or hunting. If you got to do car repairs or home repairs, I just find so many uses for them. And honestly, some of the big name brand ones, like Leatherman, I think the Wave is up to about $130, $150, depending on exactly which model you get. This Gerber here, I think it's close to $100. And even the Leatherman Wingman, which used to be their budget one, it's $75+ now. So this multi-tool from Flissa looks like it has about all the same tools on it, made out of some of the same materials, and is coming in at less than $23 at the time of me recording this video. And that's obviously a heck of a bargain if the quality is decent with this. So stick around if you want to find out about it. We'll do a real quick unboxing. We'll go over all the features and specifications. We'll check out all the tools on it. We'll do a little bit of use with it, and then I'll give some thoughts on it. So not a ton of information on the box. There is a QR code you can scan right there. But let's get cut into this. And we'll check out this multi-tool. Looks like we're going to have a manual here. Kind of talks about all the different tools that are on it. I don't see any warranty information on the manual, and I also did not see it in the Amazon listing. Alright, so let's check out this multi-tool. So it looks like we're going to have a sheath with it, which has a button closure here. Looks like you can only carry this one kind of vertically on your belt. And now let's check out the multi-tool, see what it's all about. So as you can see, mine is in this green color. They also have it available in a brown or a tan, and then a camo and a black. It is definitely a Leatherman clone. This Wave here is probably 23 years old or so. The newer ones I think have this exact same shape. Grab you guys some dimensions of it. We are looking at 4 inches in length. The width at its widest spot is about 1.4 inches. And thickness, we're at 0.76. Multi-tool is coming in at 9.4 ounces. I know the Amazon description says that this is made out of stainless steel. I honestly don't know though if the entire thing, every tool that's on it is. It does have some type of coating here. It's not slippery at all, but it's also not like plasti dip or rubbery. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's not cold to the touch like my Leathermans. They're cold when you put them in your hand. I don't feel that with this. I'll quickly go over the tools here with you. So if we're on the side that has the name and the logo, we're going to have our main knife here. Again, I'm just opening this up for the first time, so pretty stiff on that. These are liner locks all on the outside tools. So let's push that in. Yeah, it's not real smooth right now opening that, but again, I'm just starting with it. But I'll mess around with that, but I just wanted to kind of show you. We do have a thumb hole there for opening. I'll check out the sharpness of this in a bit. On the same side, We're going to have a file. You can grab onto that right there. Again, it's also going to be a liner lock. Lockup is really, really good actually. Almost no side to side. Obviously no front and back. This file is metal and wood. Let me check out the lockup on this. Yeah, almost no blade play. That's really good. And then on this back side, we're going to have a serrated knife here. Very solid on that too. Kind of show you how much that lockup takes up there. And then we also have a saw. Opening it up is going to give us the rest of our tools. These are not spring-loaded pliers. You do have to manually open them. That's the way my Leatherman wave is as well. So we're going to have needle nose pliers out here, regular pliers. There's going to be like a soft wire cutter and then a hard wire cutter. Let's check out the gap here on these. I can definitely still see a little bit of space in between those, even at the very tip right there. And compare that to my wave. I don't see any gap at all. And on these pliers, it does say stainless steel on both sides there. Kind of tucked inside the handle on this side, we're going to find a screwdriver. We're going to have a slotted screwdriver and Phillips. Stays in there really well. It does have like this little detent right there. You can probably use any bit that you want, but if it doesn't have that little detent, it will probably like fall out if you were trying to do it this way. You know, if you did it horizontally or up the other way, it would not fall out. But these lock in place. It's a really solid lockup, and you have to push this to get that to release. See that right there? You just push down on this. And I've always found it's easier to use screwdrivers with the whole thing closed and do it like this. But if you do need a little more length, you can open up the multi-tool like this to get like in wherever you need to get to. And over on this other side, we are going to have 4 or 5 more tools. So this one here is going to be our can opener, and then also a wire stripper right there. Same thing as the screwdriver. These will lock in place. Again, very solid lockup, and then you just push that on this side to unlock it. And then we're also going to have a couple different screwdrivers over here. There's like a precision or a small one, also a large one. You might be able to use this as a small pry bar as well. And then we're also going to have some scissors in here. Let's take a look at these. So that lock back. I always like to look at the like little shelf here that your thumb goes on, because some of these can be really uncomfortable. That actually doesn't feel too bad at all. We'll just see how those work here in a bit. And even the scissors have that same locking right there. You just push that and then put them back in. Alright, let's get into using just a few of the tools. We'll start off with the knife blade. We're just going to do a sharpness test, see what this is like. It's actually very sharp. I honestly was not expecting it to be quite that sharp. Let's try the same thing with an index card here. These are like twice as thick as a standard index card. It's almost more like cardstock. That is a very clean cut. I'll try the scissors on some of this stuff in a minute. Just wanted to see what this is like. Very impressed with that blade. Try some rope with it. Yeah, no problem at all. This rope here is like that real, it's plasticky. I used a razor blade to cut this little section off. It took me 3 pulls with that razor blade. Let's see if we can get through this. One time. Yeah, I'm very impressed with this. Let's try the scissors. Kind of on the same stuff here. Not the biggest cutting area ever. But it cuts through it, no problem at all. And when I say that, like the biggest cutting area, I'm talking about like the blade length itself of the scissors. Just getting through everything though, no problems at all. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe it was my angle here. Yeah, it made it through it. Let's see how it does with this stuff. More of a challenge, but it definitely got through it. Let's try some plastic here. I got a zip tie. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, those scissors are very sharp as well. I'm gonna try to use the serrated blade. See how this goes through it. Not as well as the main blade. I'm still not through it. I'm pulling pretty hard. There we go. I'll do some quick work with this saw blade. I would normally do this stuff outside, but it's like 30 below zero right now. Just want to see what kind of shavings we can get. Kind of once I get it started, I can go back and forth, but so that would definitely work in a pinch. Let's see how these wire cutters do. Not too bad. Also try using this wire stripper. See how that did there. Yeah, pretty decent. All right, I got a paper clip here, kind of straighten it out. I'm gonna see if we can pick it up with the tip here. Yeah, no trouble at all. So even though there is that little bit of a gap, I can't imagine anything anything you're gonna put in there is gonna fill that gap. So again, this is super small. And as you can see, even on the very edge there, it holds that no trouble at all. See about this file, if we can take a little bit off here on this corner. Definitely smooth it out. There's shavings all over here. The precision screwdriver is pretty small, but it's still too big to fit in most eyeglass screws. And just to compare it, the Leatherman Wave, this is the smallest one on it, and they're about the exact same size. So the Wave will not work for eyeglasses either. Try out just a couple more things here. Just see how this bites and what leverage I have. it will get the job done. And last thing, let's check out this can opener. I won't bore you with the whole thing, but it's definitely cutting through and definitely opening it. So I obviously just got this multi-tool. I can't speak on like the durability or how well it's going to hold up over time, you know, with use. I can tell you it does seem like it's made really well, using good materials. You know, the price is $23 on it, so you're not going to be out much of it, you know, if you lose it or if it, you know, something breaks on it or something like that. Everything did work as it should. Like, I was really impressed with that main knife blade, super sharp, but all the tools work like they're supposed to. I'd say right now my only complaint with it is that it does take quite a bit of force to open up that knife blade right there. You can do it with one hand, but it is a little bit stiff. And again, maybe with time that will loosen up. And I know you can like adjust these screws right here a little bit, but and then I guess the other thing is I don't know about the warranty. Quick story for you. I ended up breaking, I think, my serrated knife blade on this Wave. I'm going to say like probably like 17 years or so ago. And even though Leatherman does have a lifetime warranty, I had to pay for shipping both ways. And even then, I think it was like, you know, $10, $12 each way. So it cost me for sure over 20 some dollars. And I didn't have this for weeks. Like, it took them probably 6 weeks or 8 weeks to get this back to me. If something were to break on this, you can literally just order another one from Amazon for the same price that it costs for shipping and then have this the next day again. You know, some of the newer Leathermans, they cost over $250. Like, I'd be afraid to take that fishing or camping or something, afraid of losing it. Again, $23. If I lose that, it's no big deal. So like I said, these are available on Amazon, and I will leave that link down in the video description in case you guys want to find out more information on them. Maybe read some of the other reviews. I think there's like 600 some reviews, or if you want to pick one up. But all right, guys, if you found the video helpful or informative in any way, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And that's going to be it on this one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.